With over 12 million copies sold, Monster Hunter World is the best-selling game in Capcom's history. However, there's now a new contender in the monster hunting action genre. Dauntless has been out for a few months now and features a lot of similarities with Monster Hunter World. With both games in the market, which one should you spend your time hunting in? Hi, I'm Wes Malik from SegmentNext, and here's how Monster Hunter World compares with Dauntless. Remember to hit that bell icon to get all notifications on our future content. How do you track prey? Monster Hunter World has a much deeper and immersive tracking system. Elements like finding footprints and dung or increasing research levels to spot more clues make you feel like you're actually stalking your prey. These elements, however, are missing from Dauntless, where you simply rely on an item that points you in the right direction. Once the prey has been spotted by a player, they send up a signal flare for others to converge on the location and start the fight. How do the monsters behave? Any hunt requires the prey to act accordingly, and Monster Hunter World does the job beautifully. Its monsters behave like actual animals. They wander to find food. They sleep. They even protect their nests. They also behave unpredictably when cornered. You can try to memorize their attack patterns, but if you're not paying attention, you're likely going to be killed. In Dauntless, the monsters feel more like a scripted boss fight. Their attack patterns are the same each time, as are their positioning. They are more difficult to take down though, which becomes easier as you complete more and more hunts. How do you farm for items and upgrades? There's more grinding in Monster Hunter World than Dauntless. In the latter, getting and upgrading items is pretty time and cost efficient. You don't have to farm the same monster over and over again because you will mostly be spending the general currency which you get from every hunt at weapon and armor vendors. There's also no punishment for creating one piece of gear and then moving on to experiment with another. Monster Hunter World does it differently to keep you playing longer. Upgrading items takes time. You will have to hunt the same monster multiple times to gather all of its monster pieces for the perfect weapon. In addition, finding rarer and rarer materials for armor is part of the overall tedious progression system. How does the combat feel like? Much like tracking, the combat mechanics of Monster Hunter World are also more complicated than Dauntless. You have to time each attack to ensure a big hit for maximum damage, or else risk being interrupted before the attack even connects. There's also a stamina bar that requires a lot of focus. Dauntless, though, may remind you of hack and slash elements. You can perform combos, wind up for flashy moves, and attack furiously. It has a stamina bar as well, but the stamina regenerates quickly enough for you to not care. How are the environments? Both games have beautiful environments to explore. However, it's only with Monster Hunter World where the environments feel more like natural habitats than arenas. You can set traps or use the environment against the monsters. There are also smaller monsters that you can either hunt or use as bait for larger prey. Dauntless has nothing of the kind. There are no traps or interactive terrain. It's only you against your prey. How do you deal with death? It mostly comes down to accessibility. Monster Hunter World gives a team of players 3 lives collectively, meaning that a single player dying 3 times ends the hunt and the team must start over. Dauntless is a bit friendly in this regard. Each player can self-revive 3 times and can also revive their allies. Survival mostly relies on a danger meter that keeps rising during a fight. When it fills up, downed players stay down permanently unless they self-revive. The hunt fails when all players die with the danger meter at full. Hence, death is less likely to come in Dauntless than in Monster Hunter World. How different are the business models? This is where both games are completely different. Monster Hunter World comes at a full retail price with a paid expansion pack scheduled for this fall. Dauntless is free to play, with cosmetic microtransactions and seasonal battle passes similar to Fortnite. How does crossplay work? It doesn't for Monster Hunter World. Dauntless, however, offers crossplay between PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. You can switch without losing any progress with the cross-save system. Dauntless initially launched in beta last year for PC, following which the game rolled out this May for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. There's also going to be a release for Nintendo Switch later this year. Are you ready to join the hunt? Or will you be sticking with Monster Hunter World? Let us know in the comments below.